Are in the meantime, are you telling those women while they're on this journey to be their best selves, are you telling them not to have babies out of wedlock as well? If you're not going to be pro marriage and you're not going to be about black women and black men getting together, are you against single motherhood and not promoting be your best self, make your most money, and then create families without fathers? Are you doing that as well?
So this is the prime example of what I'm talking about. What does that have to do with anything that I said? I said
You
nothing about
just said you
good.
said that we should not be preaching marriage. You said
Now,
we shouldn't you
now,
said that we should not make that a goal in life to be married. Instead, we should be
take
preaching for people. Ma'am, I'm
yes,
not taking anything out of context of what you're saying. I'm literally listening here like
ma'am.
everyone else on the panel
So
and
Casey,
listening to what you're saying.
I want to
Yeah.
have they back for a sec. I want to. Can I have y'all back for 1 second? Both
What?
of y'all. I want to have y'all back,
No,
and you want to fight me.
we
I want
gotta
to have
we
you back
gotta
for a
get
second.
to the next. We gotta get to the next topic, y'all.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this. Audrey and Ali, I'm agreeing with y'all. Y'all are young women. Y'all ain't thinking about all that stuff, right? I get it. So I just want y'all to know, y'all do have a point. Ali says she makes six figures. She didn't talk about how she was educated. She said she made six figures, and I think and educated. But the main thing about it is she makes six figures, which is on topic. If I make six figures, the man has to make six figures. And if you are making $100,000 a year, you're the type of man that you want to settle down with, that is going to be a little harder to do. So I just want to say, I get what you're saying. And Audrea, I understand partly of what you're saying. But what Kasey is just simply asking is, do you want to have children? Because what you're saying makes sense until you want to start having children. And that is the thing that gets in the way of what you're saying. And the only thing we had a problem with you is when you yelled out divest. But other than that, we good. But does that make sense, Audrey?
I the
I,
only
Hey, Paris, we can't hear you.
Paris, hold on 1 second. Audrey, does that make sense?
so back to what you were saying. Do I want to have kids?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I feel like if that's what happens in my life, I may be open to it. It's
You
not
were
like my
married before you have kids, or it doesn't matter?
yeah, I would prefer to be married before I have kids, which
Okay.
is why I don't have kids now, because I do want to wait and I want
Mhm.
to allow the universe to give me what, I'm not in a rush
Yeah.
for anything. I feel like when we put all this pressure on
Yeah.
ourselves about getting
Yeah.
married at a certain age
Mhm.
or having kids at a certain time, I feel like that's counterproductive for our mental health. And
Mhm.
so I'm just going to wait for whatever's meant for me is meant for me. If I have kids, I do. If I don't have kids, I won't be upset about it.
And with all that being said, to other than that best part, y'all ain't said nothing wrong. I'm just messing with y'all, calling y'all loving hip hop. I'm just being silly. But overall, y'all just young women having y'all own way of thinking. There's
But
nothing wrong with that. I just
I
want to say that.
will say real quick, the reason why she said divest is because, like, when we come to a black man with the issue with the other black men, that like half, you said whatever percentage you said of black men that are just not getting on the right path, straight and narrow, don't have the mentors, don't have the role models or the representation to get on the right path to be able to support a family. Well, what about those women who are left without a partner to have a child with? Who,
Oh, they gotta stay
you know,
outside until they get their life together. They fat. They ain't got no they ain't got no therapy. They got emotional issues. They stay their ass out there looking stupid
no, I'm
until they
saying, what
keep
if
their
they
lives.
have their stuff together, they look good, and the men who have it all together, they have women, they have. That's why you see a lot of men with side. They decide, I don't cheat and I side. Why do you think that exists? Why do
I
you
was
think?
about being competitive. You just got to be competitive in the dating market. That's what Trev was saying. As long as you're
my
competitive in the
issue
No,
with
dating
I'm
market,
this
saying,
is
so
at
what
the
some
about
point
those
you're
women?
going
They
to get
gotta
what you want.
divest. They have
Say it
to
again.
divest. They might have to divest. They might have to
There's
go
nothing
look.
wrong with that. I don't understand the word
my
divest, but
my
there's nothing
my
wrong with dating
issue with
outside their
this
race.
is
Nothing wrong with
that
that.
you guys are my issue with this is that you guys are trying
You breaking up, Paris.
Breaking up, Paris.
to say black women shouldn't have.
You breaking up, Paris.
Yeah, breaking up, Paris.
There's
We're gonna-
certain NFL teams that have yet to win a Super Bowl.
Paris, real
Hold on,
quick.
hold
The NFL's been out
Paris,
for like
before
years.
you,
They still striving to get what they want. So it's nothing
Okay,
wrong with doing what you can, being
let
as
me just say
competitive
this.
as you can, and getting what you want
Let me
eventually.
just say this.
Can
Let me just say
wait, one
this.
second,
Let
real
me
hold on,
just
quick.
y'all. We
one,
can't keep
two.
talking. Everybody,
Can I say 1
everybody's
second?
talking over each other, and they cannot hear
1
us.
second, Ali.
I just want
I just
say
want to
one
address.
thing real quick
Okay.
before you go. I know you want to
Okay.
go, but when y'all addressing us, can you address us separately? Because she got her ideas, I got mine. I feel like y'all saying y'all and it's against y'all. Address me and what I said.
Okay. I just wanted to tell Andrea what the last thing she said. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I didn't know about me. The last thing she said, and I don't know if she can hear me right now. I respect what you're saying, Andrea, but just like as women, we are very we're planners, right? And if there's anything that we want out of life, we have to plan and move accordingly. So something that even though right now it may not be like really pressing on you, because I wasn't really pressed to have children either. I really wasn't like, oh my God, like as a little girl, I want to be a mother one day, right? But it got to a point where I had to listen to, the ladies, the women in my life who have more wisdom and have more knowledge. And they're telling me, okay, this is something you have to plan for. I know you're married, and me and my husband were just like not even really pressed about it. And by the grace of God, I thank God, and I'm just being real with you, that light bulb went off where I was just like, okay, faith without works is dead. Okay, so you can talk about the universe, you can pray stuff and all that, but you have to actually put some action behind it. So if a family is something that you think you might want down the line, you can't wait till you are at the finish line of life to try to achieve that. So just like a person who wants to be a doctor, they know it can take 12 to 16 years to get a doctorate in any field. So you have to have that foresight to plan for and know, okay, study the schools you're going to go to, the programs, the residency, all of that stuff. You have to apply that as well to your dating life to say, okay, this is what I want for my future. And this is how I may not feel so strongly about it right now, but I know down the line it can change. And so what I'm going to do is position myself accordingly so that I will be, when that light bulb does go off, I'll be in the right position to start that family in a 2-parent household to give those children the best outcome, the best chance at life that they can have. So I respect what you're saying, but just as someone who's been through a lot and lived a lot, I just want to pass that nugget on to you, and I wish you the best. I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to be.
Now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
There's the
Real
last person.
fast.
We got to move to the next topic, y'all.
When I say y'all, that's me speaking in general. Like, I know you don't know me, Ali, and you thought I was heated. I'm not heated at all. This is how I talk. I'm pretty calm. I've had a great day. As far as what I meant is, I don't understand the sentiment of saying Black women shouldn't have to struggle and build people up, X, Y, and Z, and it subscribes to the ideology of patriarchy. But you guys still want a man to be a leader, a provider, a protector. You still want to be courted. You still want to be dated. You still want the leverage and privileges of womanhood. So by that ideology alone, you're still subscribing to the very idea of patriarchy. Those two things will never coexist to me. The way that you guys downplay being a partner, you can't have.
You said
I didn't finish. I did not finish. You can't have thank you. You can't have your way in every sector where you want to be infantilized, right? When it benefits you and you want a man to pay all the bills, you want a man to lead you, guide you, whatever it is. But then when it benefits you, you also want to take lead and you want to have autonomy. It's subscribe to the ideology of patriarchy or you're not. There is no gray area for that.